Hi everyone and welcome to Classic American Car. In today's video, we're diving into some classic cars available on the marketplace for some seriously low prices. Stick around to see some fantastic deals and also for the purchase link. It is in the description of this video.
Number 1. Here's a throwback that keeps things simple, clean, and classic. This 1970 Chevrolet Nova is offered at $6,000 in Wells, New York, and it's exactly the kind of car that reminds you why American muscle from the 70s still has such a loyal following. There's no flashy talk here, just a straight shooter listing for a car that brings retro style and everyday drivability together in one package. The Nova of this era is known for its lightweight frame and no-nonsense performance. While this one isn't a show car, it looks to be a great driver and a solid base for someone who wants to cruise now and build later. The seller says $6,000 or best offer, and if you're seriously interested, you'll be put in direct contact with the current owner. No fluff, no middleman, just a good old-fashioned deal on a classic American compact that's earned its place in the muscle car legacy. Whether you're looking to restore, daily drive, or tinker on weekends, this Nova could be the start of something special. Number 2, a true testament to Cadillac's luxury legacy. This 1995 sedan Deville is a time capsule from an era when comfort and road presence were everything. Offered at a firm $3,800 in Oxford, Connecticut, this full-size sedan still carries the charm and composure that made Cadillac the king of American roads. Step inside, and you'll find an interior that's been exceptionally well kept. The seats are clean and plush, the dash and controls are all fully functional, and the air conditioning blows ice cold like it's 1995 all over again. Mechanically, the car is dialed in and needs absolutely nothing, just turn the key and drive. While the paint on the hood has some fading and there are a couple of minor scratches, there's zero rust to worry about. The body is solid, the undercarriage is clean, and everything functions as it should. For someone who appreciates classic American luxury without the headaches of a restoration project, this Deville hits the sweet spot, reliable, comfortable, and still turning heads. Number 3. Here's a rare gem you don't see every day, especially not at this price point. This 2002 Toyota Tacoma SR5 TRD 4W D-Bowl cab is being offered in Baltimore, Maryland for just $1,035. Yes, you read that right, with a full asking price of $1,000 for a quick sale. This truck has only 79,000 miles on the clock and comes with a clean title. No accidents and every bit of original documentation and service paperwork. It's a one-owner vehicle that's been cared for like a member of the family, always garage kept. Never smoked in and absolutely no pets ever inside. The body is clean and straight with original paint, no rust, and no dents. It's equipped with a manual transmission and runs and drives flawlessly. Just 3 days ago, it was fully serviced with fresh tires, tags up to date, and nothing left undone. The seller is clearly motivated, but not desperate, just someone who knows a great truck deserves a good home. If you've been hunting for a reliable, low-mileage 4x4 Tacoma in outstanding condition, this one's going to be hard to beat at any price, let alone under $1,100. Number 4, timeless luxury and unmistakable presence. That's what you get with this 1978 Lincoln Town Car Signature Series. Priced at $6,000 and located in Biddeford, Maine, this classic full-size American sedan is a rolling tribute to the golden age of personal luxury vehicles. The current owner has clearly taken care of this Lincoln. And while it's not a Concours-level show car, it still presents beautifully and runs strong. Some work has been done under the hood with replacement parts where needed, and the car continues to offer a smooth, comfortable ride that only a Lincoln from this era can deliver. This town car features that stately long body, acres of chrome, and a spacious interior that's more like a rolling living room than a modern sedan. It's a car built for the open road, with seats that feel like armchairs and a presence that commands attention. As the seller prepares for retirement, they're looking to downsize and pass this luxury cruiser on to someone who will appreciate it as much as they have. If you've ever wanted to own a piece of Detroit's finest, this might just be the one. Number 5. There's just something special about a classic full-size American convertible, and this 1970 Ford LTD has all the makings of a great one. Offered at $5,700 in Kingston, New York, this Ford 500 LTD drop top comes equipped with a freshly rebuilt 352 cubic inch V8 that runs strong and delivers the kind of smooth torque that defines old-school cruising. The brakes have all been redone front and rear, so it stops as confidently as it goes. The car holds a clean title and is ready for its next chapter, though it's still a bit of a project. The major mechanical work is done, but it needs finishing touches here and there, making it an ideal buy for someone who wants to get hands-on and put their own spin on a piece of Americana. The 1970 LTD was one of the last great convertibles from Ford's glory days, and this one still carries the classic big body look with pride. Whether you're envisioning summer cruise nights, weekend shows, or just top-down drives with the family, this car delivers the kind of nostalgic experience that's getting harder and harder to find. A great starting point, priced right with the heavy lifting already done. Number 6. Rare, retro, and ready for revival. Offered at $4,000 in Newfield, New York, this 1962 Mercury Meteor is one of those quirky, rare gems that doesn't pop up often, and when it does, it grabs your attention. At first glance, it's got that unmistakable early 60s American charm, but under the hood, things get even more interesting. This Meteor has been fitted with a 1980 Mustang-sourced 302 cubic inch V8, carbureted and mated to a 4-speed top-loader manual transmission, giving this lightweight Ford cousin some serious muscle car attitude. Out back, you'll find an 8-inch rear end and Sanderson headers to let that V8 breathe right. The mechanicals are solid with a brand new flywheel, clutch, and pressure plate already installed. It rolls on a set of classic Firestone white walls that are still in great shape, adding the perfect finishing touch to the retro aesthetic. The body is virtually rust-free, a rare find for a car this age. The only exceptions are a few small holes in the floor, which have been humorously and rather cleverly covered with vintage license plates, adding to the car's character rather than detracting from it. On the outside, it's got a real street rod vibe, with hand-painted Acme-style artwork on the driver's door and a patchwork of retro stickers adorning the front fender. It's a car with personality, loud, unapologetic, and full of stories. Electrically, the car is wired up and the engine turns over, but the starter currently sticks. However, the seller has a video of the motor running while it was still in the Mustang, so you're not walking into a mystery. It will need to be towed, but it's incredibly close to being roadworthy. If you're looking for a weekend project that's already 80% there, this Mercury Meteor is a killer place to start. It's the kind of car you can build around your own personality, whether you want to go full period correct, hot rod it, or just keep the unique flair it's already got. As the seller says, his loss, your gain. Number 7. Workhorse with vintage backbone, located in Mexico, New York, and listed at $6,500. This 1999 Chevrolet Silverado is a solid, reliable, old-school truck that's built the way GM used to do it, tough, capable, and ready to work. With a stout 6.0-liter gasoline engine under the hood. This truck offers strong pulling power and smooth acceleration, whether you're hauling gear, towing a trailer, or just getting through the daily grind, showing 180,000 miles on the odometer. It's clearly been used, but the seller notes it has very little rust, and especially welcome detail for any truck in the Northeast. It comes with a matching shell for the bed and a ladder rack already mounted, making it ideal for contractors, tradespeople, or anyone needing utility out of the gate. The gray exterior pairs well with the brown interior, offering a bit of a throwback vibe inside, that's all. Business and built to last. Equipped with an automatic transmission and gasoline fueling. It's a simple, no-nonsense setup that doesn't overcomplicate things. If you're after a dependable truck that still has years of life left and don't mind a little old-school Chevy charm, this Silverado is a great balance of utility, value, and straightforward mechanical honesty. Number 8. Uncommon and unforgettable. Tucked away in Avon, Connecticut, and offered at just $2,950. This 1986 Chrysler Fifth Avenue is a throwback to the final years of American personal luxury sedans when big chrome, soft rides, and pillowed interiors were still king. This particular car features Chrysler's venerable 5.2 LV8, 318 cubic inches, with only 55,338 miles on the clock a low mile. Example of a now increasingly rare platform. The seller is upfront about the paperwork. It comes with a CT bill of sale only, no title, as Connecticut no longer issues titles for vehicles of this vintage. But the car runs and drives very well, with all four windows and the radio still in working order. In a humorous twist, the seller mentions the AC is nice and hot, clearly a cheeky way of saying the air conditioning doesn't function. But everything else is surprisingly sorted. The body has some minor cosmetic flaws. The seller encouraged looking at the photos, but the frame and undercarriage are reportedly very clean, a huge plus for East Coast vehicles of this era. The history is a bit of a mystery, as the previous owners have passed on, but it does come with a clean Carfax and no accident reports. This is an honest car from a seller who just needs the garage space and is looking to pass it on to someone who can appreciate it for what it is, a classic cruiser from a bygone era, begging to be brought back to glory or simply enjoyed as is with a touch of 80s flair. Number 9. Luxury Lincoln with a hidden edge. This 1977 Lincoln Versa priced at $3,675 and located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is the kind of oddball classic that rewards buyers who look a little deeper. At first glance, sure, it resembles its more common cousin, the Ford Granada, and yes, the seller already knows that, so spare the messages, but this was Lincoln's first crack at a compact luxury sedan. Only about 51,000 were ever produced, and far fewer survive in usable condition. This particular example presents well from 10 feet away and drives just as it should. It starts right up, rides smooth, and still has working heat and factory AC, still charged with R12, no less. The leather interior remains clean and comfortable, a testament to how well the car has been kept over the years. Under the hood, you'll find a 351 cubic inch V8 paired with a C4 automatic transmission. Making it more than just a pretty face, it's got some real mechanical heart. Too, though it isn't a show car, it's far from a project. It's something you could take to your local cruise night, get tons of curious looks and conversation, and still drive home in comfort. The seller is open to showing the car in a safe location and even hints that he might negotiate in person if he vibes with the buyer. But lowballers need not apply. This car is priced fairly for what it is. A rare and interesting piece of Lincoln history that deserves a second chapter. Number 10. Time Capsule Cadillac, listed at $5,000 and located in New Paltz, New York. This 1984 Cadillac is a preserved piece of American luxury history that's never been restored, and frankly, it doesn't need to be. This is a mint condition, survivor from the Reagan-era glory days, and it shows from the factory body lines and trim to the well-kept original finish. This Caddy has clearly been stored right and treated with care over the decades. Details are limited, but from the brief description and never restored mint con label, we can gather this is a pristine example. The kind of car you don't come across often anymore, not because they weren't built in large numbers, but because so few of them were saved in this kind of untouched shape. Whether you're a Cadillac collector, an 80s enthusiast, or just someone who appreciates a well-kept piece of history, this car represents incredible value and classic appeal, perfect for weekend cruises, local shows, or even just as a garage centerpiece. This 1984 Cadillac offers that unmistakable combination of American presence, vintage charm, and mile-eating comfort. And at this price point, it's a very rare find indeed. Number 11. 1961 Ford Galaxie, $7,500 a decent. New York. If you're a fan of early 60s full-size American cars, you'll know that the 1961 Ford Galaxie represents a truly special chapter in Ford's design language. With its long, clean lines, jet-age styling cues, and that unmistakable stance, the Galaxie was built to cruise, and this particular one has the charm and potential to be something Truly spectacular with just a bit of finishing work offered. At $7,500 in Addison, New York, this 1961 Galaxie is equipped with a classic 292 cubic inch Y-block V8 motor known for its unique burble and smooth torque delivery. It's mated to an automatic transmission, making it a laid-back, enjoyable weekend driver. The current owner has already knocked out a good chunk of the mechanical and cosmetic to-do list. It now wears a fresh coat of paint that really brings out the vintage body lines. It's not a wild custom or overdone resto mod, just a simple, clean, honest respray that respects the car's original form. Mechanically, it benefits from a brand new dual exhaust setup that gives the Y-block a deep, throaty rumble, not obnoxious, just the right amount of old-school muscle tone. A new gas tank and sending unit have been installed, ensuring a reliable fuel system. The brakes have also been redone, so stopping power is solid. It's also been fitted with newer wheels and tires, giving it both better road manners and a touch of refreshed style. Where this Galaxie still needs attention is the interior. The seats, dash, panels, and trim are all showing their age. And if you're looking for a fully restored showpiece, you'll need to put in the effort here. That said, the cabin is all there, not gutted or hacked, so it's a great platform. For someone who wants to finish it off at their own pace, the seller is clear. No negotiations will be entertained unless you're there in person. It's not a car to haggle over through messages or DNAs. There may be room for a trade, depending on what you've got. For anyone looking to get into classic car ownership with something that already looks sharp and runs strong, but still leaves room to make it your own, this 1961 Galaxie is a solid bet. Number 12, 1987 GM CK Sierra 4x4, $1,000. Hanover, Pennsylvania. You've got a square body project in the works or need a solid source of parts for your GMC or Chevy 4x4 build? This 1987 GM CK Sierra might just be what you're looking for. Listed at $1,000 in Hanover, PA, this truck isn't a runner, but it's far from worthless. This is a true parts truck or project roller, no engine under the hood, but it still retains the transmission and rear end. That alone could be worth the asking price to the right person. The body is mostly intact, and the bones are straight enough to use it as a base for a full build if you're planning something big, maybe a 6.0 LS swap, a trail crawler, or even a wild lifted mud truck. Square body GM trucks from the late 70s through the late 80s have exploded in popularity in recent years, and sourcing clean body panels or drivetrain components is getting harder. Even if you're not planning to put this one back on the road, it could be a gold mine for parts, fenders, doors, axles, interior bits, maybe even the frame if it's solid. The truck is located in the 17331 zip code and is ready to be picked up. No shipping, no drama, bring a trailer and a plan. At $1,000, it's priced to move quickly. If you're in the business of building or saving these old rigs, you already know this one's worth a look. Number 13, 2005 Chevrolet Silverado work truck, $4,700 or $4,500 without cutter. Central islip, New York straightforward and purpose-built. This 2005 Chevrolet Silverado is a work truck through and through. It's being offered in Central Islip, New York, for $4,700 or $4,500 if you don't want the cutter mounted on the back. Whether you're a contractor looking for an affordable fleet edition or someone who just needs a reliable hauler for weekend projects, this truck is ready to work. The highlight here is the engine. The motor was replaced not too long ago and has an estimated 70,000 to 90,000 miles on it. That's a serious bonus on a truck that otherwise would be approaching 200K or more. The result, a truck that runs strong and has plenty of life left. Air conditioning is ice cold, which is a blessing on any job site in the summer heat. Mechanically, it's sound and dependable. Cosmetically, this isn't a beauty queen. You'll likely find scratches, dings, and evidence of a life lived on the job, but none of that affects how well it gets the job done. The bed has been outfitted for utility, and the cutter on the rear adds more value if you need it. This is a no-frills machine made to move, tow, haul, and grind through the workday. If you want Bluetooth and backup cameras, this probably isn't for you. But if you want a solid 2000 Silverado that can still handle heavy-duty use, this one is absolutely worth considering. Number 14. 1991 Cadillac Fleetwood Sedan, $3,200. Frederick, Maryland. The 1991 Cadillac Fleetwood is one of the last true American luxury sedans built before the SUV era took over, and this particular example brings that unmistakable Cadillac swagger with it. Priced at $3,200 in Frederick, MD. This big-body cruiser rolls on 22-inch. Aftermarket wheels that give it a street presence you can't ignore. Under the hood is a trusty V8 engine that still purrs like a proper Caddy should. The seller says it runs great and sounds even better. No odd noises, just smooth, classic American torque. The automatic transmission shifts through the gears without a hitch. And crucially, there's no slipping, which is always a concern in cars of this vintage. It's clocked around 183,000 miles. So it's certainly been used, but these Fleetwoods were built to last. And with regular maintenance, they can keep going long after more modern cars have tapped out. The exterior is finished in silver, which pairs nicely with the plush blue. Interior, a combination that screams early 90s executive class. While it's not perfect, it still presents well for its age. This car has potential for multiple types of buyers. A daily cruiser for someone who wants a comfortable ride. A perfect base for a donk or lowrider build, or just a cool, affordable entry into the world of vintage Cadillacs. The seller is open to offers, so if you're looking for classic American luxury on a budget, this could be your chance. Number 15. 1996 Ford E150 Club Wagon, $2,200. Round top. New York here is a full-size van with a lot of character and even more space. A 1996 Ford E150 Club Wagon, listed at just $2,200 in round top. And why? This van has been part of the same family for years and was primarily used for road trips, camping outings, and family adventures. It's the kind of rig that carries memories, not just people, and with just 75,000 miles on the odometer, it still has plenty of life left. Mechanically, it's sound, the engine starts and runs strong, and it rides on a fresh set of tires. There's no rust to worry about, which is a rarity for vans of this vintage, especially in the Northeast. However, it's not without its quirks. The ignition needs replacement, and the driver's side wheel bearing is awaiting installation. The entire wheel assembly is currently removed but comes with the van. The passenger side floorboard is bent, and there are a few minor dents on that same side, though nothing that affects drivability. Inside, it's a classic 90s van setup, big captain's chairs, rear bench, and loads of space for gear, kids, or a full conversion setup. It's an excellent candidate for someone looking to build out a budget camper van, use it for work, or even convert it into a band hauler or mobile business rig. There's a lot of potential here for someone with vision and a bit of mechanical no-dash. How it comes with a clean title and is being sold as is. At just $2,200, you're getting a solid, low-mileage van with great bones and a blank canvas for your next project.